Hey Todd, how's it going? This is Ashley. Lee and I were speaking with you on the phone, and this is a video that we were talking to you about. So really, what I want to do is I just want to break everything down for you. I want to make sure that you have a better understanding of this all. That way we're on the same page. So I'll try to keep this video as short as I can. There is going to be a lot of information that I want to let you know of. So I will try to keep it short and sweet though. So once you are finished watching this video, like we said on the phone, just reach out and we can take it from there. So I'm going to start with your current website. Now this goes for anybody who has a website, who's looking for a website, so on and so forth. When having a website, it's all about how user-friendly that site is, how easy that site is to navigate, and to be able to cater to different types of people coming to your site. So what I mean when I say that is when somebody comes to your website, they don't want to have to scroll through your site and read through your content just to figure out what services you're offering, let alone what areas you offer those services in. So what we like to do with our websites is have all that information listed right up at the start of your website. That way, you know, they come on your site and bam, it's right there. It's user friendly. That services tab, like Lee was talking about earlier, it would drop down in a drop down menu with all the different services that you have to offer. Same thing as having like a locations tab or like an areas we serve type tab that would drop down and to show all those different locations. Just makes your site that much more user friendly. The next thing that I want to go over is different ways for people to get a hold of you for your services. So what we find is in high ranking websites, we usually see that they have a form submission option and a click-to-call phone number. Right up at the start of your website, we'd have the click-to-call phone number somewhere up through here, as well as the form submission option somewhere up here at the start. Which they both are great for client conversion, but they both cater to different types of people coming to your website. So the click-to-call phone number, some people may come on your website looking to click on that number, talk to you on the phone, and that's it. While other people, they might be at work or they might not just want to talk on the phone, so they might much rather fill out a form submission. So having multiple ways for people to get a hold of you for your services is really, really important. We want to make sure that we have multiple options and that nobody has to struggle to get a hold of you, because we don't want you missing out on business, obviously. So the next thing I want to go over is content, because I'm really not going to talk much as far as design goes, as far as logo goes, because we already spoke about that on the phone, and there's really no need to repeat that. Now, you are well aware that you do need more content, but I'll let you know what Google is looking for. So in order to be considered an authority in the eyes of Google, you need at least 1,500 to 2,000 words. And that's not of any old content. That's professionally written, keyword-rich, authoritative content. So to describe that and to kind of break that down a little more and what that means is, if we were to work together, what we would do is we'd go do deep competitive keyword research. Based on that research, we'd find the keywords that we know are going to bring you and your business more business. We then take those keywords, send them out to our professional content writers, and they will strategically embed those keywords throughout the content that they are writing about you, about your services, about your amazing business, so on and so forth. Now, those keywords are what we were talking about earlier. We kind of touched base on the phone. Those keywords are very important because they're what people are typing in Google to find you. And if you don't have them, how are you going to be found, you know? So those keywords are very important. Now, if your competition has, let's say, 1,700 words of content, we now need to go get more content than them to obviously beat them out. So whether that's 2,000 words of content, 2,500 words of content, whatever it is, we need to make sure that we have more than them. So speaking of your competition, we did a general search while we were on the phone with you. So I just stuck to the same search. And these are your competitors from the organic next section. And you said that you're very well aware of who these people are, but I'm going to show you how to beat these guys. So if we come over and take a look at Waterjack's website, it's nothing too crazy, you know, it is a website and it's doing what it needs to do right now, but it is an outdated website. I will be honest about that. But they do have, you know, their phone number, they have their services in a drop-down menu, and they have a little bit of content. It's not a lot, but it's more than what you have as of right now. So once we were to go and do what we need to do as far as your website goes and get the content on here, we'll be beating these guys out as far as content goes, and we're not worried about that. But to come back down here, I want to break down Google for you. As Lee said, it's broke down into 3 different sections, and there's 3 different places that you could show up in. So the first spot in Google that is usually here are the ads. Now, whether that area has the ads or whether anyone in the area is running ads, this is where they'll show, but it either looks like nobody in the area is running ads or Lake Wylie doesn't offer ads. I'm not really sure. We'd have to look into that. But this next section of Google is the Google My Business section, or as you considered it to be, the pin code section. Now, this area consists of a few different things to get ranked in here. One of those is citations. Another one is geotagged pictures, reviews, posting on your GMB listing weekly. There's a lot that goes into this area here, but as you know, it's a very important section to be in, as you are currently showing up first in this section. Now that's great, but just because you're showing up in the top 3 for this right here, this keyword, that does not mean that you're showing up in these top 3 for all the other keywords, you know, for all the different services you offer and all the different areas you offer them. So what we would do is we'd go through and see which ones that you are not showing up for, and we would go and find who's the top guy. We'd go and find all the citations that they have themselves listed in, list you in all of those on top of 200 to 300 more. You know, whatever your competition has to do, we're going to have to do as well, and then some, because we obviously want to beat them. Now, I was looking at your GMB listing, and, you know, you have 19 reviews. I saw the last time that you got a review was over a month ago. And then I also see that the last time that you had either yourself or somebody else posted on your GMB was back in March. And what we do is we also do postings on the GMB that help you obviously rank in the GMB section, but we do that weekly. Now, I want to come back and move on down to this last section of Google. Now, this is the organic section, and ultimately this section directly deals with your website. So, like Lee was talking about earlier about backlinks, this is where backlinks come into play. So to get ranked in this area, we need to have the most relevant backlinks for the most effectiveness. If we have scammy backlinks, if we have weak backlinks, so on and so forth, it could hurt your ratings, and we definitely don't want that. So scrolling through on this first page of Google, you know, obviously you're not in the top 3 positions, and that's really where we want you to be. So to get you here, we need to beat your competition out in every aspect possible. So how we do that is we come to that paid resource that Lee and I were speaking about earlier, and this is the one that we pay monthly for. So this is your UR, and these are your stats that I'm showing you right now. The UR is how trustworthy or legit Google looks at your site. Now this number goes all the way up to a 100, obviously being the best, or strongest I should say, and yours is currently rated a 3.7. Now the backlinks that you have 4 backlinks, but the rating of those backlinks are a 0, which tells me they're doing nothing for you. They're spammy backlinks, they're weak backlinks, not relevant backlinks, and they could be hurting your rankings as of right now. And that's why I said we want the most relevant backlinks. Now you're currently not being found for any organic keywords, and because of all of this, you are not getting any traffic to your website each month, which you know is an issue. So we come over to your competitor that I was showing you earlier, and we can see their UR is a 2.9, their DR is a 2.9. They have what's considered a golden ratio. A 1-to-1 ratio is ideal. Now, just because they have that doesn't mean too much, because it is only a 2.9. So it's not nothing crazy. But it is getting them where they're at, though. Now, they do have almost 400 organic keywords that they're being found for, and because of all of this, they're getting over 250 people to their website each and every month. That is a lot of traffic that you're missing out on as of right now, just because you're not showing up really for anything. And keep in mind, this is just one of your competitors. If I go to Google and I type any other services that you offer in any other areas, as you can see I did here, you have completely different competitors. So when I type in Dock Builder in Norman, these guys down here, Fox Docks, are now your competitors. And now if we take a look at their stats, you're missing out on 54 from them. Again, if I do another search to somebody else, this is another one of your competitors, and you're missing out on over 300 from them. That's just 3 competitors there that you're missing out on traffic from, and that's a lot of traffic, especially from what you're currently getting, which is not available because it's not registering any traffic to your site per month. So to show you some of those organic keywords that we were talking about earlier, 80 people are going in Google, typing Lake Norman Docks, and 9 of them are directly going to their website. Now, let me go back to that. Where'd we go? Here we are. Lake Norman Dock Builder, another 30 people. Docks of Lake Norman, 60 people. Lake Norman Dock, 30 people. This is all people going in Google and typing these keywords in, and this is the traffic that goes to the website. Now, this is what I was showing you earlier, how you don't have any of these, and this is a big reason why you don't have any traffic. Now, it's not as easy as having these keywords on your homepage. We need to add power to those keywords so they rank. That way they gain positions in Google, so you can be found for those. So that's some of the things that I wanted to show you. This is one of the websites that we built. This is our plumber out in Los Angeles. You know, click to call phone number, form submission right from the start, different services and drop down menus with all the different locations. All of the keywords strategically placed throughout so we don't get flagged, as well as so when somebody types in this keyword, our guy shows up. We have enough keywords, or excuse me, enough content to fit those keywords and enough content to beat out our competition. You do it once, you never have to do it again. You just continuously add to it as you and your business grows, you know. These are all social media ads that I've made that continuously cycle through, that I post on this social media each month. We have all of the, you know, pictures saved correctly because they also count as content. Meta tags, meta descriptions, H1, H2, H3 headings all done and saved correctly. We have all the reviews that populate on here. We have the heat sensor maps. Just absolutely beautiful websites that are built right from the start. They are built to rank and they're built to bring business. This website's completely customized and catered to this business as of right here, as would yours. And that's really all I have for you right now. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope I broke this down enough and didn't repeat myself too much to where you understood it. If you have any questions at all, please reach out. We look forward to hearing from you. Thanks, Todd. Bye-bye.